Okay. We need to talk about the central idea and summary assessment. So first off, we are going to talk about the summary portion of it. Please do not assume, oh, I got that right, okay? Apparently Canvas is not showing you what I marked wrong, but I just want you to assume I marked everything wrong on your test because with most of them, I did. Okay, so let's look at the summary part. First things first, what is an objective summary? So we know that if something is objective, it's not going to have opinions. That's the definition of objective, is that it is a straightforward, no opinion kind of thing. The only answer that has anything to do with opinions would be D at the very bottom. Everything that happened in the story would not be a summary. That would be everything. What the reader thought of the story would be their opinion, opposite of what we want. And the message you get from the story would be like the moral or the theme. Very different than the central idea. When we're looking at these options that we had for a summary, we had to look at something that would have the main points and no opinions. So first things first, I'm going to look at opinions, things like stupid or big or the best or anything like that. If it's got any of that in there, not objective. So if I look at my first one, 2 ships exploded because the military was really stupid, that's their opinion, okay? It might be true, but it is still an opinion. Also, we've got a lot of random details, like the exact time, and then we just randomly have, like, all the family members are scarred. We didn't really hear about those people. And then a plane flying at 9,000 feet also exploded. The plane didn't explode. So this one's just plain false information, so we would know it's not A. B is the correct answer, okay? We've got a date, we've got what happened, how many people died, what happened there. Doom. Looks good, okay? That one would be our objective summary. Main parts, no opinions. This second part, the clue that you should get is when it says, and a suitcase, okay? That is not a main part. There was not a whole paragraph talking about a suitcase or anything like that. And then our last part, the explosion created a terrifying fireball that miraculously killed no one. No. It killed 320 workers. And then this last one, maybe this one would be almost, but it says people remember the disaster at Port Chicago. This is true, but it's not what the article is about. It was a sad day that it made everyone want to do things and treat people better. No, because we learned in the second part that there was actually like mutiny and segregation and big old problems. And then the disaster at Port Chicago was remembered by all the people. 2 sentences that say the exact same thing. We should know that one's not going to be the right answer. So B is really our only logical choice if we've read the article. Why is your answer an objective summary? We gave that answer in number 1. You just had to write it down again in number 3, okay? Main points with no opinions. Why is this objective? It has the main points and no opinions. So this person said all those things are facts. That would be considered wrong, okay? It should say main points, no opinions. And now let's look at the objective summary for part 2. Here's where most of you mixed up. You did not read part 2. Some of you didn't even read part 1, and that's why you got those first ones wrong. But you have to read all of the article that I give you if you're going to find the central idea. Shocker, I know. 3 paragraphs here. Don't just read the last sentence and assume that's what all 3 paragraphs are about. Don't just read the first sentence and assume that's what all 3 paragraphs are about. Read all 3 paragraphs, summarize each paragraph. What's the thing that's connecting them, bringing them together? Put those big important ideas together, and that's what's going to have a summary, okay? It needed to be short, so I don't want you to be like, the disaster sparked controversy in the aftermath, and there was a work stoppage, and then there was a court-martial because they were mutinied. Like, short. Most important parts of this. A goal of a summary is to be able to read something and know what it said without having to read the whole text. So that's the summary part of it. Let's go ahead and go to the next video. Probably like that way. So that you can see the central idea stuff.